But yeah, I was over here vlogging and then I got stopped and I was like, oh, one thing about me, I don't care how social I am on IG or TikTok, I am socially awkward as a motherfucker. Like, I gotta be like real comfortable, like real close around you, like to not really be socially awkward. I'm gonna still be like myself, like the awkward motherfucker I am, but as far as like socially butterfly thing, like I ain't. Excuse me. But yeah, besides all that, I went in. I got me a strawberry frosted donut with sprinkles. My favorite since I was a kid. Next to glazed donuts. But I think the first time I had a strawberry frosted donut was back when I was in 2nd grade. We had a Christmas party. No, was it 2nd grade? Yeah, it had to be 2nd grade. Because it wasn't first. It was 2nd grade. And, what happened? So yeah, we had like this little breakfast buffet. And honestly and truly, that really started my life. Actually, no, that didn't start it. But there was like so many different breakfast options. You had donuts, grits, pancakes, eggs. So much shit you can think of there. Like, some of them people, like, you really realize their parents can cook, and some of them need to stay out the kitchen. That's honestly the truth. I ate about 40 pizza rolls yesterday in one sitting. They were good too. So right now, I'm sitting in this parking lot. Like I stated before, I'm vlogging. Probably about to go back home. It's only like almost 11 o'clock, so it's like not really much to do. To be honest. Yeah. See, I would start vlogging on my close friends or vlogging in general, but the thing is, like, knowing people, they be like tapping through stories and shit. So it's like, I might be watching this right now and nobody's watching it whatsoever. They're just scrolling through. Like, I could just be talking for my health right now and no one's probably listening to me. But a lot of y'all opted to be in here, so it's like, it is what it is. But honestly and truly, my fat ass wants another donut. I don't think she charged me for the drink either. Hold on, let me check my bank account. That's right. Buddy almost burned down his little makeshift meth lab. I don't know if I can say it on here, but I was over here trying to watch that's what I was trying to sit there and say before I got interrupted. I'm over here trying to watch I was going to watch. With ADHD, it's crazy how you can just drop and just forget things. But I was going to watch, I don't know how many different things at one time. Or at least I was attempting to. And the final movie option for me was going to be Where's Wednesday. Let me turn this car off. And yeah, I was gonna watch Where's Monday. Now that donut hit and I got a shit, bro. I got a shit. Never mind, it was just gas. No, it's not. Let me rush home. But besides the point, I was gonna watch Where's Monday. And I wonder if they think I'm still in this car. I don't want nobody eyeing this car thinking I'm in here. Who do I think I am? I'm not getting followed. Actually, no, I take that back. When you sit there and watch them the Catch a Cheater pranks, imagine someone stages a Catch a Cheater prank on you and you getting followed the entire day and you don't even know it. Like, think about something that you swear that could never happen to you, but at the same time, it's gonna happen to you. Oh, bubble guts. Ah! I should sit there. I should save all these videos to my phone, compile them into one big video, and like, I should post it and like be like Tyler's random story time or car vlog or whatever the case may be. I don't know. That would be, I don't know. I guess it's different. Not really. I don't know. I would just do my own thing. Cause like, whenever people be like, oh, I don't want to be like somebody else, they usually end up being like somebody else. Like, so it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do me. Cause like, think about it this way. Don't base your success off of what others say. So it's not really a true fact that like, if you hate and you doing something right, people gonna hate regardless. You could be doing something right and people not hating at all. But best believe there's always gonna be that one motherfucker that's hating. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Like, they gonna be hating. They just waiting on your downfall. I had niggas like that around me. Some of them, they more visible than others. But back to the thought at hand. The dude in his meth lab that almost burned down. Yeah, I was over here scrolling on TikTok and then I see something that catches my attention. It looked like this man who could, okay, how do I say this without being judgmental? He appeared to be a junkie type character. No disrespect. But that was the appearance that he was giving off. And you could see like the little chem set or whatever. And you could see some in the glass. So I'm over here. I'm watching. I'm curious because I'm like, this could be my one and only shot of seeing this unfold. Because like when you have questions about some illegal ass shit, but you can't just go to the internet and just like type it up. You just can't sit there and say like, oh, the process of making such and such, or how can you make such and such? That's not really something you can look up and potentially get away with without your internet provider or the government raising red flags. Like, I can sit there and research like how to grow weed and get away with it, because that's not really that bad. But I can't sit there and go say, oh, how can I sit there and make and distribute pills? Like, my ass will be in jail. But yeah, I'm over here watching the process fold out or unfold, and Buddy Boy is over there. He watching the motherfucker boil, and then he had his partners in there. Eventually, they left. I think they was clowning his ass because he wasn't doing it right. Because eventually, he had like this glass plate underneath the beaker, and I think that was preventing the whole thing. Like, when you get impatient and you want to do something for somebody that, because obviously it ain't working out for them. That's how I felt watching the shit. I'm like, come on, man, just move the thing, or like add more fire, but then again, I'm not no chemist. I would have burnt the whole place down myself because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I never took a chemistry. I took chemistry over quarantine. That don't count. I want to dissect a pig, or like, Only thing I ever dissected in school was in 5th grade. I dissected this owl pellet. The fuck is an owl pellet? And it had like these little bone-like things with fur. Like, at the time, I thought it was lame, and right now, at this present moment, I think it's lame. Because they hyped it up so much. The class hyped it up so much that, oh my gosh, we get to dissect something. We get to dissect owl pellets. I'm like, oh shit. We about to sit there and dissect an owl and find some pellets inside this dude. No. When they said pellets, they meant like this fur ball with some little chicken bones inside. That was some of the most boring shit. And then to write about it. What could I write about? It's just some fucking fuzzy cotton ball with chicken bones attached to it. Not much of a description I can get into. I know good. Oh, I thought they was eyeing my car. I gotta get out this parking space. So the people I saw in the drive-thru, I guess, because they said their friend wanted to say hello. I'm thinking one of the dudes wanted my IG or something like that. But, again, I'm not no homophobic person or anything. So I just gave my phone. And I see him put this girl at into the thing. So I guess I clicked the first at that was in the bio or the search bar, and I added her or whatever. She just texted. I'm guessing the person's in the building. My only question is, like, why didn't you just say hello or something? All right, I'm at a new location now. But I forgot what I was saying. I think I was talking about the dude in his meth lab where I don't know. But yeah, that was an interesting process. He almost sat there and set fire to it. Because once his partners and them left, he was left to tend to it himself. And like, you know, when you sit there and get annoyed, you want to do something for somebody else, that's how I was at. I was like, but I'm not a chemist, so I'm pretty sure I would have fucked that up. So he was boiling something. He was boiling something in a beaker. And that alone, red flags to everybody in the chat. And we over there like, what is he fucking making? But it was in the bio. I thought it was just like the name of his group or something. But he was making DMT. And if you don't know what that is, it's like this psychedelic. It usually comes from plants or animals. Like, there's this one frog that if it gets scared, it produces it. And that's how, like, well, that's one way to get it. I think another way is like a cactus or a leaf. There's this legal psychedelic. It's called salvia, which, from what I heard of, you can get it from, like, it's legal in America. Like, it's legal, like, in all 50 states. Like, you can get it literally out of Target. And if you smoke it, yeah, I think you can smoke it, or how else can you do? I think you can smoke it, vape it. But people has had, like, crazy stories from them, like they'll feel like they lived a different life for like 6, 7 months, years in the span of like 10 to 12 minutes, or they got stuck as a light, or like a lamp on a bedroom shelf. Like, imagine that. Like, you smoke this shit, and here you are thinking that you're a lamp for the rest of your life, and it's only in the span of like 10 to 12 minutes, and then for the rest of, you know, your normal time, you're fine, but for the rest of your life, you're going to be pretty fucked up, because you'll be like, what the fuck was that? That was me after one of the edible trips I had. Like, to this day, I seen something that I cannot explain. Like, ooh, I smell musty. That's that gym workout for you. But everything, like, I was in my room, and at this point I'm tripping balls, because I felt like I was being melted alive. Like, literally, like, I think I felt like what soup feels like. I like soup in a sense, but like I think I was like the noodle to the soup, and I was in the tomato sauce, and it was just so hot, and my body didn't even feel real. My body did not feel real. That was the point I was at. My body did not feel real, and then once I came to, to back to seeing regular shit, like the entire room broke apart. And I mean like broke apart. Like I felt like Doctor Strange. It was that moment where she sat there and pushed that nigga out of his body. And then he went floating through different dimensions. That's how that shit felt. Like I don't know what I saw, but that right there, that was crazy. Like when people think you crazy, no, like I kept telling people like I think I know why crackheads are the way they are. Like we dismiss them as like, oh, motherfuckers that don't know what they talking about. What if, peep this now, they over there stuck in our world and then the world that they're in. Because when you see psychedelics open so much shit to the mind. And what if this is not all that we're seeing? You ever think about life like, hold up, like, what are you really doing? Like, I think I come to that, like you gain consciousness in a sense. It's like, what are you doing? I think I ask myself that a lot. Like, what the hell am I doing? Like, we're really here on Earth with cars and trees and houses, and we really take this shit for granted. Like, there are other human beings, and we're all experiencing life one day at a time for the first time. Like, that shit is crazy, but we all take it for granted. And hell, life is precious. Like, we have our ups and downs. We all struggle, some more than others, but we all struggle. But if life was easy, then we would all be living on Easy Street, but it's not. It's like on every level of life, no matter if you poor, you rich. Like a lot of people say that the rich have it easy. Yeah, they have it easy financially, but what about physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, emotionally? Those things matter too. Like, same way a lot of people, they glorify celebrities when they just regular people too. Yeah, they got talent. A lot of these niggas can sing, they can act, they can dance. But at the end of the day, they regular people too. We just hype their head up and say, yeah, we're going to place you on a pedestal of importance. And we got to stop doing that. Like, we are all people here at the end of the day. But you got niggas like looking up to other people like, yeah, I just want to be just like that person when we're our own unique individuals. I'm thinking of like really just saving all of this and just posting it as a YouTube video, like just for shits and giggles, probably see how it goes. Like, I had no intention of like vlogging today or at all, but a couple people, including my dad, he was like, what's stopping you from recording? And I'm like, shit, nothing. Myself. Because, like, I can wait on all sorts of equipment and stuff, but it's like, I can start recording now. So that's what I'm doing. I'm recording. And I'm just talking about whatever comes to mind. But it's like a lot of people, we have questions and we have thoughts that we're so afraid to ask, but there's probably people around you that probably think the same thing or question the same thing. Like, 9 times out of 10, like when I hop on social media, I'm usually seeing something about getting money, which is all good and all, but a lot of people make that their main focal point. Getting money, getting money, getting money. What are you doing with the money once you get it? Yeah, you can save it, but are you going to invest in it? You're going to invest in like real estate. You're going to flip it to make more money. Like, what are you going to do with the money once you get it? If money is your end goal, if you're constantly working for money, How are you going to enjoy it? You need to have your money work for you. But that will be on a different video. That will be on a different video. That man is driving really, really slow. Oh, that is a girl. Well, that girl is driving really, really slow. Like, you don't just sit there and drive slow like that. People be thinking you ready to pop them. And people be like, oh, you in the suburbs. Shit can happen anywhere. I don't know why people think just because people are like suburban or country or a hood, like they can't sit there and get active with people. I don't know why people think that. Shit happens everywhere. Like, think about, like, all it takes is one person to have the wrong mindset on the wrong day, and that's it. That's finito. It's finished for everybody. Like, it don't matter if you white, black, Asian, gay, trans, rich, poor, fat or skinny. If you got the wrong change, like if your mind snaps one day and you feel like doing something to somebody, that's it. Like, none of that other extra shit matters. And that's the crazy part. People be underestimating folks, and those be the main ones that get you. But yeah, I'm over here talking in a parking lot to myself. It's crazy because, like, you ever think about how videos are made? Like, right now, you're watching me on this phone, and then if somebody was to be watching me right now, they would be watching me talk to myself, because essentially that's when I'm the only one here. So in a nutshell, I am talking to myself, but I'm talking on camera, but essentially I'm still talking to myself. They will be watching me talking on camera, but essentially I'm still talking to myself because I'm not talking to another person. And that is, I was watching this video about perspectives. It's all about the perspective. And shoot, someone could be watching that person that's watching me, and they're just in this like, that's a weirdo. That's a weird ass nigga watching that nigga talk to himself. But then that nigga is being watched, that's watching the nigga that's watching me. And he's probably thinking, damn, that nigga's weird for watching that nigga who's watching that nigga talk to himself. And the cycle can go on and on and on. Like, I'm in my car talking to myself on this phone, but other people really got their own lives. Like, I see this nigga jogging. There's this motherfucker driving a car. There's somebody like on the side of me. He's waiting. I think he's about to play baseball, or he's doing some type of road thing. Like, we all have our own lives. It's hot. It's blazing hot, to be honest. Like, at one point in time, I didn't even sweat for real. Like, I don't know if that's because I was unathletic, but back in middle school, I didn't really sweat like that. Like, I sweat underneath my armpits and stuff like that, but I ain't sweat on my forehead or have sweat running down my body like that. But it wasn't until I started hitting the gym and pumping my body full of water, that's when I really started sweating. Like, I could feel the sweat dripping down my forehead. Like, hold on, right now, like, you can see, or if you can't see, then I can feel it, because it's, yeah, you can see the glisten on the fingers. But yeah, you know what's funny? Natural deodorant smells like shit. Like, I remember I was wearing that back in middle school, and it was after gym time, and that was around the time, you know, puberty started happening to niggas, and I had to start wearing deodorant. And my mom bought me this natural deodorant, and that shit smelled like ass. Like, as soon as you start sweating, like, you're just gonna wish that you just went with the natural sweat, because that shit's gonna make it smell 10 times worse. And I'm in class, and this girl gonna look at me and say, "Ew, Tyler, is that you? You stink." And I just got back from gym, so I'm like, damn, I do stink. And this is embarrassing because somebody else told me so. It wasn't the fact that I stunk that was bad. It was the fact that this, I called her cute back then, a pretty girl perhaps sat there and said, "Oh, you stink," and that deodorant didn't help me one bit at all. And that's when I went to the bathroom and I sat there and tried to wipe that shit off, clean off. Like, that's a different level of, like, desperate times calls for desperate measures. Like, you ever been that, like, musty that you went to, like, the bathroom to wipe whatever it is off? Well, I know I'm not the only one. There's somebody out there that's done that. You know, the only way to sit there and talk to yourself and not look crazy, you need to have a camera on you. That's it. Like, if you talk to, like, you either have a camera on you or you just put the phone up to your ear and just start having a full-blown, your thoughts to yourself, like you talking to somebody else. Other than that, if you didn't have, like, any of those, then people are going to think you flat out crazy just talking to yourself out in the open. But if you had a camera, then people wouldn't think you're as crazy. You're still talking to yourself, but at least for a reason. This Georgia weather is crazy. Shit, it's hot. And there ain't no way niggas just be chilling in parking lots for fun. Sheesh. It's hot. These old head niggas. Oh, well, then again, it's like 12 in the afternoon, so I don't know what people really about to be doing. Like, I don't see nobody my age out here. Aside from the girl who sat there and slowly crept past me. I wonder if niggas be having sneaky links in this hot ass weather. Cause even at night it's hella hot. Like, I don't care what no one's like. It's hot. It's hot. But I mean, you can turn on the AC, but it's still hot. But having a sneaky link again, playing this type of weather is crazy. Car gonna start smelling like must and semen. Nasty fucks. But then again, I'm not judging nobody. Nobody's perfect. You get it how you get it. You know, houses get built in like a small amount of time. Like, I think you can build a house like in at least a good 6 months to a year. I think. Because these suburban houses, like, I think it's like a kit. Yeah, it's a kit you gotta get to build the house. Something like that. At least that's what I was told. Like, I know I'm not the only one who just thinks like how are these houses built? Or like the roads. Like, when and where is the roads painted? Or like, I was driving past this tree area, or this area near the gas station, and the trees were cut down. At what time of day or night do they do that? Because they do that shit. It's like 1 minute is there and the next minute is not. Like, at what time of day or night do you do that? Going back to when I said I was shy and socially awkward, like, here's the thing with me. I will not, like, no matter how pretty or attractive you are, if I feel like I'm not going to sit there and, like, benefit from you, I am not going to talk to you or get your number. I'm just going to sit there and say, like, oh, that person's pretty, or she's such and such, and I'm going to go on about my day. Like, if I feel like it's going to be, like, temporary, I don't want to fucks with you. But then again, everybody's temporary on a level. Like, I heard the saying, some people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Even for a lifetime, because life is short, which means their place in your life is not permanent. It's temporary. So, but that's besides the point. I'm very socially awkward, especially when it comes, not even when it comes to girls for real. Now that I'm on this topic, it's like, I have no problem talking to girls. In a sense, talking to girls is easy because, again, girls are people. But it's like, we got to keep a conversation going. Like, I can't sit there and, like, not talk about anything, or like we gotta like match energies. Or if we, like, quarantine's over, like I'm not up for FaceTiming every 5 minutes. Like, if you want to go somewhere and the money is available, or the timing's available, let's do it. But it's like FaceTiming all the time, that's a slick turn off. I don't like talking on the phone, to be honest, or texting. Like, I'd rather like hang out with people in person. That's like a better vibe. But like talking to people on the phone or texting all the time, like, for like a good portion of my life, I didn't really have a phone. And when I did, it was possibly broke. Like, my freshman year, I went without a phone, I think. And I had this, anybody who knows or knows of me, know I had this Chinese Android tablet, and I got cracked on. Like, imagine freshman me coming up to you, sitting there saying like, oh, I don't got a phone, I got a tablet. Not an iPad, but this Android ass tablet that is slow as fuck and barely does any justice. And I ended up getting like an iPad. I think it was the quarantine. It was before quarantine. That's right. It was before quarantine. Yeah. I ended up getting an iPad, and the iPad didn't have like that cellular data, so I couldn't, even with the iPad, I couldn't just bring that out the house just to bring it out the house. I would have to connect it to the internet, and then at school internet's garbage, so it's like there'll be no point. So I just kept it at home. But at least I could FaceTime and all that good shit. But still, back then, like, I really learned like to listen to people, because back then, like, you could just plug in your earpods or on your phone and just tune people out. But I was, not to say that I wasn't glad to listen to people, but it's like more so I was forced to listen. I didn't really have anything else I could have done with that spare time that I was given. So if you're talking to me, I can't just sit there and get on my phone and ignore people like people do now. I had to listen to you. But then again, a lot of people need someone to listen to them, because a lot of people don't feel heard. Damn, I am sweating. I'm sweating bullets, literally. Like, honestly feels like I've gone swimming. Shit. I don't know. I might wrap this vlog up. I might go home, take a shower, edit this, and then post it on YouTube. Because why not? Shoot, it can get like 5 views, 10 views. It can get 1 view, as long as it gets a view. Like, as long as somebody like went out their way to watch it, to watch me just talk about whatever's on my mind, then I think that's all that matters, to be honest. Like, it would be nice to get lots of people like to watch and share and subscribe and stuff like that. But it's like, even if that one person like decide to tune in and actually watch all the way through, watch all the way through, that's great in itself. Like, when I did TikTok and I started doing skits, and it went like doing 2,000, 3,000, 10K, 18K, 40K. Some of my skits reached 100K or stuff like that. That was amazing in a sense. Like, a lot of people hated though. Like, a lot of people like reported and got my shit taken down just because they didn't want to sit there and see my TikToks. Like, imagine getting like you excited about some shit that you actually creating, and motherfuckers hating so badly that they actually go out their way to report your shit and get it taken down. So like, you got good videos that's blowing up and they just want to take it down. Like, TikTok eventually takes it down. And it wasn't TikTok itself, because if TikTok had a problem with the video, they don't even post the video. They review that shit and then it'll sit there and get taken down. But the video would stay up for a couple of days, and then I get the video gets taken down for some like Atlanta shit. Like, I got reported for gang affiliation, domestic terrorism, foul language. But then again, I do cuss a lot. But I'm not no domestic terrorist, and I'm not affiliated with no type of gangs. So that's where I was fucked up at. But yeah, I was excited when I created skits. A lot of people ask me now, like, "Oh, Tyler, when's the next TikTok coming out?" Sometimes I don't know if they bullshit or not. Like, if you trying to be funny, because again, I'm the only comedian in this motherfucker, so I get to make the jokes around here since people want to be kiki kaka funny. But yeah, people was hating, and I don't know if they try to be kiki kaka funny when they ask me about the next TikTok, but I guess for people that's actually genuinely want to know, like, hey, Tyler, when's your next TikTok? I actually fuck with your shit. Yeah, it's coming. I took a break from TikTok because eventually I'm gonna create more skits, like, that's actually entertaining and the stuff that I actually want to do, and not that text to sound shit. Like, I don't like just doing funny shit to a sound. I'm not like acting it out and talking the way I want to. Like, I want to actually, like, you can hear my voice, like, you can hear, like, the way I say it, like, my thing, like, my flow. And yeah. But besides the whole TikTok thing, eventually YouTube's coming into play. I'm gonna have a main channel. I'm probably gonna do like food reviews, weed reviews, like different weed strands, vlogging, shit like that. And my second channel is gonna be like for when I do like my multimedia brand. I haven't came up with a name yet, but that's just gonna be like me doing interviews, podcast, traveling, like doing different media shit. Like, I'm gonna start doing music videos for people once I get into the camera, photos, film. But yeah, it's like when you have something big, you don't want to say like too much of it, and you just want to actually let it grow into fruition. So that's what I'm doing. Whew, shit. It's hot. It is hot. Hot. Hot like a crock pot. Yeah. But yeah, it's probably about to be the ending video. I'm probably not even gonna have like an intro or outro to this. Like, I'm just gonna edit all the clips together as is and just post it and see how it goes. Yeah, if you watched, hopefully you enjoyed this. When I post it, I guess like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, just let me know. And yeah, that's it. Like, deuces.